welcome back. Super excited. I want to take a minute and thank my newest extended group member for the 2 tarot decks that they sent me. Mr. Carmack, I appreciate you. Like birthday presents, early birthday presents. So exciting. I can't tell you what it feels like to like find something in the mail that, you know, I didn't purchase. It was really exciting. So anyway, thank you. I appreciate you. And I could not wait to use them. So I'm using them in this live. It's funny because I was almost disappointed that I had already started all of my March monthlies when I got these. I was like, oh, wish I would have used these. But yeah, not going to redo all of my March monthlies. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. This is elementals. And then full clarification. What you need to know, right? What do you need to know about what's taking place in your life? What maybe you don't know. So let's start with the water signs, mainly because today is Pisces season. Pisces season. Yay! I'm a Pisces, so, you know, I'm a little over the top when it comes to Pisces season. All right. Water signs, what you need to know. With my new cards. Oh, you can always tell when they're new because they're like, they slide easy, but they're very stiff. Whoop. All right. Ooh, 2. Okay, I'm getting this song, and I don't know who sings it. It's Free Your Mind and the Rest Will Follow? Interesting. All right, water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, what you need to know. What you need to know right now. These are just so cool. Like, oh, they're so cool. Okay, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. They're awesome. Ah, and the pictures, wait till you see the pictures. Oh, so exciting. So, water signs. We have overall energy is number 25, deceit, when it pertains to a courtship. Number 4. So you could be deceiving somebody. Somebody could be deceiving you. Take it how it resonates. We'll get into it. We do have the 5 of Wands. Ooh, 5 of Wands is all about, look at those cards. Anyways, 5 of Wands is all about chaos, drama. There could be drama taking place. All about energy kind of going in all different directions. We also have the, what is that? 9 of Pentacles. Well, the 9 of Pentacles is wish fulfillment. Being able to reap the rewards of the fruits of your labor. And there's a beautiful hummingbird in this person's hand. I don't know if you can see that. And then we have the Sun card. God, I should have just taken a minute and looked at all these so that I'm not like all excited about them as we go through each card, because I haven't seen any of them. Sun card, Leo energy, happiest card in the deck. So whatever deception is taking place in this courtship, there is drama and chaos, but you're getting a wish fulfillment. The Sun card, the happiest card in the deck, and Judgment. Well, there is that as well. Scorpio energy. And that is all about moving in a new direction, surrendering and moving in a new direction. So let's get into the underlying. We have number 29, the World card. This is all about a new cycle beginning. And with it's pertaining to number 33, concern. For some of you, especially water signs, it's not just a new cycle beginning. You could be getting a new ability, psychic ability of sorts. Some kind of, I don't know, enhancement on your gifts, if you will. We also have the Ace of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I feel like that doubles down on the message of you opening up to more gifts, as well as possibly a new emotional experience. But I feel like this is most likely pertaining to an enhancement in your gifts. So Let's find out. First, I want to know what the deceit is about. Water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. What is this deceit? Or who is deceiving? That's interesting. The deceit is being clarified by the Three of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the High Priestess. Well, I feel like the deceit is pertaining to the idea that somebody's been waiting and being single. Like, I don't think that somebody's waiting. I think that there's an energy of somebody not waiting. Okay, what's the Five of Wands? The chaos. The drama. Okay, we have the Justice card. Libra energy, the Star card, Aquarius energy, and the Hermit in the reverse. It feels like there's definitely something out of balance here. It feels as though whatever the deceit is, whether it's on your end or their end, pertaining to this courtship, this relationship, whatever the case is, there's this almost this idea of not being one's true authentic self. Like, it definitely feels out of balance. It feels like whatever the wish fulfillment was, or the desire for a wish fulfillment, or the desire for balance, has kind of fallen by the wayside with the Hermit in the reverse, Virgo energy. It feels like somebody isn't passionate, or it's not the wish fulfillment. And it could be that for one person it is, for the other person it isn't, or maybe starting out it was, or somebody was desiring it to be, but it's like somebody isn't on the same page. Somebody hasn't done the spiritual awakening. Somebody isn't in tune with what it is that they truly desire. What is the Five of Pentacles? Nine of Pentacles, excuse me. One more, please. All right. So wish fulfillment is being clarified by the Five of Cups, excuse me. The Lovers card, Gemini energy, and the Queen of Cups. Cancer energy specifically, but I feel like that's you, water signs. This wish fulfillment is all about, it's super interesting because there's something that maybe you were upset about, or something that didn't work out. Maybe you've been focusing on that. But behind you is a soulmate connection. And it's interesting because I almost feel like this could be a cross-watcher reading. Like, I feel like you need to flip the roles. I feel like they might be the one who's deceptive. I mean, take it how it resonates, but it feels like the Five of Wands with the chaos and the drama, like almost like you're attempting to bring balance to a situation and have faith and hope in the future, but this person really isn't in alignment with their true authentic self, their spiritual self. They need to go through a spiritual awakening. They don't have the passion or the drive or the desire. There's something lacking. And then with the Nine of Pentacles, again, it's reaping the rewards of the fruits of your labor. And it's almost like somebody's sitting here upset over old situations that didn't work out. They're still focusing on the old, when behind them is a soulmate connection and a Queen of Cups, which is you, right? It's almost like hitting the jackpot, but being upset. I honestly feel like this could be pertaining to the person you're dealing with. So take it how it resonates. What is the Sun card? Good Lord. Okay. So the Sun is being clarified by the Five of Pentacles, being left out in the cold, lack. The Devil in the reverse, Capricorn energy, and the Sun in the reverse, Leo energy. I definitely feel like I hope this is the person you're dealing with and not you, water sign, because this is like, oh my gosh, put some salt in the wound kind of energy. It's like things are good. There's opportunities and options and wonderful things. And it's almost like somebody's trying to fake it till they make it, but it's just not going to work because you have to shift out of this energy, this lack, this being left out in the cold. Maybe this is their wake up call. Maybe the sun is just illuminating it for them, that maybe you're the one that's in the Nine of Pentacles, in the sun, feeling good, looking good, smelling good, and this person is just like Debbie Downer. With the Devil in the reverse, it's like they're not able to see that they're the problem. They're not able to see their own shadow energy. So it's all somebody else's problem, and they're in this codependency, this lack, this whatever, and the sun is in the reverse for them. So nothing's being illuminated. There's no clarity for this person. Now, again, I mean, if you need to swap the roles to make it about you, feel free to do so. But I feel like you're the one who's moving on up. All right, we have the Judgment card being clarified, which again is Scorpio energy, surrender, moving in a new direction. The Three of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Nine of Cups. It feels as though more or less whatever this is, there's going to be heartbreak. That there is no opportunity for something grounded and stable in the 3D. And that somebody's walking away emotionally sovereign and single. It definitely feels, and again, wish fulfillment. They're getting their wish fulfillment. I feel like they is you. I feel like this is a situation where there's definite deception taking place, and the deception doesn't have to be like somebody straight up lying. I mean, they could be deceptive, like self-deception. Like maybe I mean, if they are thinking everybody else is the problem and clearly they're not looking at their own wounds and shadow energy, I'm going to say that would be self-deception. They, not on purpose, but they're like not able to see that they're the issue. What's the world with the concern and the Ace of Cups? I almost wonder if the concern is that you're receiving intuitive hits to not go in this direction. Okay. So the World card again, with the concern and the Ace of Cups, is being clarified by the Two of Swords, unwilling or unable to make a decision, with the Eight of Cups, emotional detachment, and the Sun. I feel like there could be a moment where you maybe are unwilling or unable to make a decision. Maybe you're kind of feeling it out, following your intuition. And inevitably, there is an emotional detachment, moving away. It could even be that you're moving away from this person's inability to see things clearly. But you're moving towards the Sun card. You have the Sun out 3 times, although once it's in the reverse. But I feel like that's pertaining to the person that you're dealing with. And again, switch the roles if need to. But Leo energy on the Sun. I feel like this is some form of deception from this person. And again, it's not to like knock them down. I don't even know that they are aware of it. So you got 2 cards. Number 20, quiet your mind. There's a direct correlation between quieting your mind and maximizing your intuition. Create more open space between your thoughts to experience fewer thoughts in general. A mind not distracted by mental chatter will more easily recognize claircognizant insight and intuitive guidance of all kinds. Make the mind a soft landing place for your soul. Number 35, learn about clairaudience. Hearing helpful words and full sentences is the rarest psychic pathway. A wise, gentle voice speaking in your head is different than an intuitive thought or your own inner dialogue. Don't experience clairaudience. Listen to what others say, even lines from movies or overheard in the grocery aisle that may be divine guidance. Okay. I am going to go ahead and move on to the earth signs. 1511. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Lots of cards in the reverse. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's going to take me a second to shuffle all me decks. All right, shuffling. Then we'll get into the earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. I still have 2 decks to shuffle. I shouldn't be saying okay yet. It's all about what you need to know. What do you need to know? Can I say hi, Emmy? Did I say that right? I don't know if I said that right. Okay. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, what you need to know. Boop. Earth signs, what you need to know. Earth signs. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody you're dealing with. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. Oh, nice. All righty. Earth signs. Overall energy is number 12, the templed path, pertaining to number 34, occupation. You're definitely on your templed path when it comes to your occupation, or you are going to be moving in that direction. We do have the 10 of Swords. I like to see the 10 of Swords. It's the ending. It's the ending of an old way of thinking, believing. It's a mental cycle that has finally come to an end. And frankly, yes, you're going to lose some people, gain some people. That's just the fact of life. But there's a cycle that's come to an end of an old way of thinking, believing. You could have been over in your headspace, overthinking, overanalyzing, fear, anxiety for some time. But we have the 8 of Pentacles, something that you've been putting forth work, energy, and effort into. And, oh, I guess I have to cover this one. Oh, it's such a pretty card too. We have the Star card. Aquarius energy. whatever you've been putting forth work, energy, and effort into, it's pertaining to your future. It's something that you have faith in. Now, it could be definitely a wish fulfillment, something that is most likely creative, innovative, something to that extent that I feel like you've been working towards, putting forth work, energy, and effort. It could be getting a final kind of push at this time, and that being because once we close out an old way of thinking, something that might have been holding you back, maybe like instead of jumping for an opportunity, you were talking yourself out of it, or oh, that'll never work, or maybe the people around you made you feel like that was never going to happen for you. Now that that's ended, I feel like it's all systems go. There's momentum, there's forward momentum. And again, you're putting forth the work, energy, and effort towards a wish fulfillment, towards something in the future that you have faith in the underlying energy, that which is beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have number 10, storm warning, and that is pertaining to number 38, toil and labor. Interesting. We have a storm warning pertaining to toil and labor, which to me talks about emotional, mental, physical kind of breakdown with overworking and overdoing it. However, in this energy, it's like smooth sailing. Like this isn't toil and labor. This is an occupation. It's almost as if there's something that you were putting forth a lot of, and I feel like it was the Ten of Swords. I feel like you were bucking the current. You might still have some of that left over inside of you, or it could pertain to somebody who is going to lose you in some respect. Maybe per se, if you're going to end one job and start your own business. We'll get into it when we clarify it, but we have you sitting here. Oh, I love the rabbit. You'll have to forgive me. I'm just seeing all of these cards for the first time, so they're just gorgeous. We have the Queen of Pentacles. She has a little rabbit, lucky little rabbit's foot. That's you, Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. In your power. Definitely lucky. I mean, she's looking down at the rabbit, and stability, security, all of that is there. You could even be feeling like gifting to other people. Let's get into what's going on. What is the 10 of Swords all about? Perfect. I definitely feel like the 10 of Swords was about some illusion or delusion, daydreaming, fantasizing, and maybe even over, what's the word? It's like one day, I mean, if you look at these cups, it's, you know, some of them have jewels in them. Some of them have snakes in them. It's like whatever you were putting out there, again, was some kind of a mental, one day it was like, yeah, I'm totally going to do this. And the next day, maybe you were like, there's no way that's ever going to work. Like, what am I thinking? And it could have, that's you again. It could have been really holding you back or preventing you from this moving forward. With the Page of Wands, it almost felt like you were trying to chum up the passion and drive without even 100% believing in yourself that you could do it. Or even instead of like, another image I'm getting right now is, okay, you are like, oh, I really want this red shiny ball, right? Let's just say red shiny ball. I really want this red shiny ball. And then a few days later, you're like, oh, I'll never get that red shiny ball. I'll never be able to afford it. I'll settle for the yellow ball. So instead of going for what you, it's like you kept throwing out different options and knocking yourself down instead of going for your true heart's desire with passion, drive, faith, and belief. I feel like that's what you finally put in an end to. You finally decided, no, I'm going for my wish fulfillment, exactly what it is that I desire. I have faith and hope and belief in myself. With the Justice card, I definitely feel like you brought it back into balance. Aquarius and then Libra. And with the Hangman, Pisces energy, you're seeing things in a new perspective. You've gained a new perspective on whatever this is for you. What is the Eight of Pentacles? Ooh, victory, success, forward momentum. Whoop. Yeah, I feel like you started putting forth the work, energy, and effort. I feel like you have Cancer energy, victory, success, and forward momentum, as well as possibly some kind of recognition, maybe even a small level of fame with the Six of Wands and the Judgment card. I feel like you finally made that judgment. You finally said, no, this is what I'm going for. I don't care what anybody thinks or anybody says. I'm not even going to listen to my own naysaying mind. I'm going in this direction, and that's what I'm doing. Scorpio energy on that, which really got you focused and has your energy moving towards your wish fulfillment, towards your desire. What's the Star card? Nice. So the stars being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, Pisces, Sagittarius energy. Yeah, I feel like this major bolt of progress coming through after there could have been quite a bit of stagnancy. For some of you, it could have been years of stagnancy. And then all of a sudden you've got this boost of forward momentum. I feel like what was causing that stagnancy was the fear, the old paradigm, the old programming that was keeping you kind of stuck and stagnant. But we have a brand new emotional experience coming through for you. So as far as what that could be, I mean, it can be anything. We put our emotions into everything. It could be work. It could be a relationship. It could be family. I mean, take it how it resonates. Most of this feels like it is pertaining to work. But when you've got your heart on board towards your wish fulfillment and you're grounding and stable in the 3D, you're off to the races, right? So what is the storm of the toil and labor? I don't even feel like I'm clarifying you specifically because... Okay, I was correct. I feel like you were spinning your wheels and it wasn't something you enjoyed doing, or maybe you were even looking at it like you didn't enjoy it anymore because you weren't doing it for the joy of it. You were doing it because you had foreseen some future destination. So either this is an old work that you were putting in energy at that you really didn't want to be at, or this is the new one that you began to lose the creative juices, the flows, the excitement, because there was this end idea and it was all about that instead of enjoying the journey. This is the Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Empress. Whatever it was, the past that you were, seeds that you were planting, they are going to come to fruition. And it's almost as if there was too much energy put on, no, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I'm planting, without letting them grow. Like I said, there was no enjoying the growth process, the movement of it all. It was like, no, I planted this seed, I want this now, right here, right this second, and it has to look this specific way. I feel like you're moving away from that storm. It's a rite of passage, mentally and emotionally moving into calmer waters. With the Empress, that is a time of fertility, to create, to turn your dreams into reality. It is Taurus, Libra energy, abundance, prosperity. All right, Earth signs, you got 2 cards as well. Okay, you have number 10, practice clairvoyance. You're being encouraged to explore your capacity for second sight, or the psychic pathway of seeing intuitive guidance as images in your mind. If you already experience clairvoyance while your eyes are open, this ability may be increasing. If not, practice by sitting with your eyes closed in meditation, allowing images to appear. Listen for words of wisdom. Notice what is being said. Wise and well-timed advice from a loved one, a poignant line delivered in a movie or podcast, or a conversation overheard on the street that speaks to a situation in your life may hold important intuitive guidance. The written word proves profound. All right, we're going to Shuffle and then move on to the air signs. Air signs. It is freaking hot in here all of a sudden. I don't know. Whew. Feeling the heat. I think it's because we had the super cold freeze and we don't have those anymore, yet the heat hasn't been turned down. So now it's just too hot. Alrighty. Shuffling for the air signs. Air signs. Alrighty. Almost done. Almost done. 2 more decks to shuffle. 2 more decks. Okay. Air signs at 32. All right, air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, what you need to know right now, what you need to know. I keep pulling 2 cards. Air signs, what you need to know right now. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So do take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you're dealing with. One more, please. Okay. I need a sip of my coffee. Air signs, overall energy. We have the angel of strength and patience. Wow. Strength and patience, and it's pertaining to occupation. Interesting. So being in, well, strength is you being in your power, energetically being in your power, and patience, not only are you in your power, but you're patiently waiting for divine timing to take place pertaining to an occupation. Wondering if you have Earth in your chart, because they got literally occupation and they got the 10 of Swords right off the bat. Well, the 10 of Swords is all about an ending, an old way of thinking and believing, in order for something new to come through. Overthinking, over analyzing. It's like it's finally done. Fear, scarcity, whatever race that was going on inside your mind is over, and with a bang, I should say. We have the Tower. The Tower, Aquarius, Aries, Sagittarius energy is a major shift and change, and I mean major, like life-changing shift and change coming out of nowhere, pertaining to the 10 of Pentacles. Well, so it's interesting because 10s are endings. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, the 10 of Pentacles, everybody wants to get their I feel like yes and no. Like, I feel like the 9 of Pentacles is where everybody wants to get. The 9 of Cups is where everybody wants to get. And yes, the 10 is good because you're hitting that pivotal point, like, of stability, security, right? But 10s come to an end, and then you get your ace. Now, it's not a bad end. I don't think any of them are a bad end, but it could be a new job offer coming in. Maybe you're leaving an old company or starting your own business. But it's definitely an ending. So an ending of an old way of thinking, I feel like, is bringing about this major shift and change in your life. And I feel like you're here for it. Like you're in your power, you're in your strength, and divine timing's at play. You're patiently waiting for this to happen. I heard takedown. And now I'm getting a song. And I don't even know if I know the words. Takedown, breakdown. Takedown. You're busted. I don't know. I'm getting like bits and pieces of it. And again, I feel like that comes from a movie. Like I don't even know what movie it would have come from. Although Beverly Hills Cop is in my head. So maybe that's it. Anyway, 10 of Pentacles. This is coming to an end. There's definitely, and you could be receiving some large payout for it, for whatever this is. And the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have number 7, community. This is the second time this has ever happened. And I find it very interesting, but it's community being clarified, or community pertaining to community. And frankly, I'm getting the same feeling from the last time I got those cards, is that you are feeling new. You've got a new, and I know that sounds interesting, but it's almost like you could be calling in new people, new spirit court, new friends. You could be moving to a new community. And if you look, it looks newer, younger, if you will. I don't like saying younger because in this one there is a kid, but this almost feels like old world, new world. It's like out with the old, in with the new. For some of you, you are physically moving, and it is all surrounding this occupation, this work or business. What I do love to see is the 9 of Cups. That's what everybody wants. That's the wish fulfillment. That is not only emotional sovereignty, but it's the energy of, I don't know, like looking good, feeling good, smelling good. It is happiness. It is not concerning yourself with anybody else, what anybody else thinks or feels or anything. Like you've achieved it. So let's clarify. Hello. All right. What is the 10 of Swords for the air signs? What is the 10 of Swords? So the 10 of Swords is being clarified by the 5 of Cups. It's interesting because the 5 of Cups is all about focusing on things that weren't working out. And it being that you're energetically in your power and patient, waiting for divine timing with your occupation, there could have been a time where, again, you were up in your headspace, overthinking, overanalyzing, fear, concerning yourself with the things that didn't work out emotionally. Now, it could be, I don't feel like this is love. I mean, it's clearly pertaining to occupation. But we can put our heart and soul into situations that just don't pan out. The question is, are you going to give up or continue on? Well, I feel like you're continuing on because I feel like you took that pain or rejection or whatever the case may have been and transmuted it, the Death card, Scorpio energy, into your 10 of Pentacles, which I feel like is what you're about ready to move past or through. With the 10 of Pentacles, stability and security. Let's clarify the Tower card. Yeah. Tower card's being clarified by the 10 of Cups, the Fool card, and the Ace of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio on the Ace. The Fool is Aries, Aquarius. It's interesting because this is a major life shift and change, and maybe it did have to do with love or unconditional love. Something, I mean, it normally pertains, the 10 of Cups normally pertains to family, but I feel like it's much more than that, honestly. There's a brand new beginning. You're taking a leap of faith. It could even be that you're moving towards a brand new emotional experience. Some, like, whatever this work was could have been something that you loved or enjoyed. Community could have been something that you loved or enjoyed, but you're outgrown it. You're ready to shift or change. You're taking a leap of faith towards a brand new emotional experience. Could even be that you're opening up to some psychic abilities. Take it how it resonates. With the Hermit card, Virgo energy, I feel like you went internally, had some kind of spiritual awakening. And if you haven't, you are going to be. Although, given the energy, I feel like you probably already have. This is somebody who goes within to figure out who they truly are, what it is that they desire, what their wish fulfillment is, not what society thinks or friends or family thinks or what you feel like is okay to do. It's truly what lights your heart up, what gets your creative juices flowing. What is the 10 of Pentacles? Could have been dealing with a fire sign. So the 10 of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Wands, specifically Aries, but it's Aries, Leo, Sag. Now, oh, it just got really light outside. I feel like the camera has to adjust. It could be that you have this in your chart. You could be dealing with a fire sign and or you're embodying the energy, which is passion, drive, desire. Creativity, it's magic, really. It is somebody who has drive, like they go for what it is that they desire. We do have the 2 of Pentacles, emotional and energetically draining with the moon. Pisces, Cancer energy. Whatever this long-term stability and security was, it could also pertain not just to work. It could occupation. It could also pertain to a family situation. I feel like for some of you, it's both. For some of you, it's just the one. But I feel like there was a situation where you were, and now I'm hearing the song, I want to break free. So there could have been a time where you were literally feeling stuck or stagnant. Now, whether, again, it was an occupation or love, a family situation, it feels like you were a trooper through whatever the situation is. And at this point, you're tired. You're tired of juggling. And I feel like what you were juggling was between fear and almost like a fear of the unknown and possibly another person or just the idea of stability and security. What I will say is that I feel like at the end of the day, you ended up deciding to follow your intuition. And that's what allowed you to move out of this situation. Being in your power, in your strength, and patience, waiting on divine timing. Almost like there was a knowing that things were going to shift or change. Now, whether you're the ones shifting or changing it, or you're just along for the ride because you didn't want to be labeled as the good guy or the bad guy, or gal, taking how it resonates. There was like almost a knowing that things were going to play out this way. Somehow there was a knowing. What is the community? And the 9 of Cups. I definitely feel like if you were in a relationship, this could talk about you becoming single. Oh, that's a new one. Wow. So normally I'll get a ringing in one ear or the other, but this almost, it was a different tone than I've ever received before, and it almost penetrated over to the other ear. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know if you've ever gotten the ringing in the ear, but it kind of like slowly muffles, and then you get the ringing. Sometimes it just muffles. There's no ringing. This time it literally almost felt like a wave went into here, hit this side, and came back out. I don't know, that sounds crazy, but that was definitely different. So we have the Page of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the Three of Swords. I gotta be honest, if you're in a relationship, I definitely feel like you are gonna end up single. And work-wise as well, I feel like there's going to be a shift and change in that. Now, the work situation, you could just be leveling into a new department. So, you know, you were a manager, now you're going to be a district manager. There's that could be the case. Or you're, either way, I feel like wherever you're moving work-wise, it's going to be better financially and time-wise and whatever. Relationship-wise, grounded stability, I also feel like there's going to be a major shift and change. And again, I feel like it's going to be for the better. I feel at the end of the day that you're going to end up single. With the Nine of Cups, that's normally a single person card as well. With the Page of Wands, I feel like you have passion, drive, desire. And with the passion, it's like you're not done playing the field with the Seven of Cups. Like, there's still so many options out there for you to move towards. And the Three of Cups, or the Three of Swords, tells me that you're going to be maybe breaking some hearts along the way. Maybe you don't want to settle down, and that's fine. Maybe just explain that to whomever it is that you encounter along your journey. But I definitely feel like there's some kind of shift in a relationship status if you're not already single. All right, air signs. You have 2 cards that I'm going to read in just a moment. Dang, that air thing was crazy. Definitely. It was like a weird sonic wave. I don't even know what a sonic wave is, but that's what it felt like. All right. Quiet your mind. There's a direct correlation between quieting your mind and maximizing your intuition. Create more open space between your thoughts to experience fewer thoughts in general. A mind not distracted by mental chatter will more easily recognize clear cognizant insight and intuitive guidance of all kinds. Make the mind a soft landing place for your soul. And then receive love from the other side. Loved ones who have passed on are eager to connect with you through synchronicities, dreams, music, and nature. You may also feel their spirit as an energy shift, physical sensation, or wave of strong emotion, or random freaking vibration or sonic waves through the ear. Certain loved ones now act as spiritual guardians, sending you wisdom and blessings. Love never dies. Well, neither do we. I feel like that should be added on there. We're all spirit having a human experience. All right, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle and move into the fire signs. So I am, these are current collective, but I do super chats. But there's a $5 minimum for a super chat question. And it gets answered, well, after the element, and fire is the last one. So after I do the fire is when the question would be answered. And it's 1 question per super chat, $5 minimum. I just love these new cards. Thank you again to the amazing person who bought them for me, who gifted them to me. I appreciate you. almost to the fire signs. Just takes me like forever to shuffle. I need a shuffler. Oh, Kali Dokali. All right, fire signs at 5021. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That was a lot. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. One more, please. Or 3 or 4 more. All right. What do we got here? Oh, gosh. Yeah, 4 more. All right. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Overall energy is number 35, first chakra, Archangel Michael. And it's pertaining to number 27, unexpected income. So this is all about stability and security. It's your first chakra. And it's interesting if you're in the energy of your first chakra, hopefully you're not like staying there, because that's, I feel like I'm just going to go and say that maybe you're in that energy because you've got unexpected income coming in. However, to be stuck in that energy, for those who might be, is almost like stuck in fight or flight. So you don't want to be stuck in that energy of your first chakra. You, in essence, want to be moving up, right? But for the sake of argument, really, I'm going to say that maybe some of you are in that because you got some unexpected income. And so you're in that stability and security, feeling good about some kind of unexpected income that came in. We have a King of Swords, specifically Gemini energy. Now, this could be you or somebody you're dealing with. Take it how it resonates. Specifically Gemini, but it's Aries, Leo, or excuse me, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. This is logic and a wordsmith, somebody who's also willing to cut out people, places, and situations that don't suit them. Somebody who might think that they're always right, kind of a know-it-all. And then we have the 2 of Pentacles. Well, this is juggling, emotionally and mentally or energetically draining, exhausting. And it's interesting because what are we juggling between a King of Swords energy and the 5 of Cups? Well, wow. So the 5 of Cups is all about this person who has 3 cups that have spilled out in front of them, and that's what they're focused on. Sadness, sorrow, what didn't work out. They're not paying attention to the fact that there's other options. They're so focused on the negative that they're not expanding to see, oh my gosh, there's amazing opportunities all around, right? So we're talking about juggling between kind of being a know-it-all and cutting out people, places, and situations, and kind of being a wordsmith, intellect, all of that, and sadness and sorrow, like emotions. It's like emotionless emotions, and the emotions aren't positive, if you will. We have the Hierophant, Taurus energy. This is a higher level of commitment. This could even be that you are, if you're not in a higher level of commitment, it could be that you are, could be that you're in a higher level of commitment with this King of Swords. And maybe you're kind of ping-ponging back and forth between, nah, I'm not really satisfied so far. I'm upset from past situations, whatever. And this person. Either way, the Hierophant also does talk about moving into a higher spiritual, like maybe sect, going and seeking out some kind of a spiritual group of sorts. And then we have the Eight of Cups. Well, you're emotionally detaching from whatever this is. Whatever this is. You're just like, and I'm done. Peace out. And then we've got Scorpio energy, the Judgment card. Yeah, you've emotionally detached from this higher level commitment. Well, it must be just in the card. Interesting. Sorry. Emotionally detached from this higher level of commitment, possibly this King of Swords that I feel like you were juggling between heartache, heartbreak, and sadness, whatever the case is. You're surrendering and moving in a completely different direction. So, and I feel like the unexpected income is what's caused you to, I feel like you maybe were in fight and flight. Like, yeah. Or victim victor, maybe. And the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have number 49, Angel of Love, pertaining to number 7, message. So there could be a message coming in from somebody, but I feel like more than anything, it's following your heart, following your intuition. We have the Knight of Pentacles. It's the slowest moving knight in the deck. This is something I feel like, okay, I feel like you were leaving this situation with the 7 of Swords. You had strategy. There was some strategy to get to the end of this cycle with the World card, Aquarius, Capricorn energy. And I feel like this was something that was very slow. So Knight of Pentacles, slowest knight in the deck, very methodical, moves towards its desired destination. It's very loyal. It does not sway. And strategy. There was some kind of strategy to come to the end of this. And I feel like what you're coming to the end of is this heartbreaking situation pertaining to a King of Swords. Now, you could be embodying the energy. Take it how it resonates. Maybe that's an old icky energy of yourself that you're getting rid of. But I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like there was some kind of a higher level commitment. There was some juggling going on between these energies, regardless of person or not, a King of Swords energy and the 5 of Cups, sadness. And I feel like you're finally pieced out. The 8 of Cups, emotionally detached. Then made a final decision to move in a new direction. Something that I feel like you had already planned out. What or who is this King of Swords? I guess we're just going to take that. It was going to pop out anyway. So, King of Swords is being clarified by the 8 of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, and the 7 of Cups. Whoever this person is or was is somebody who kind of comes in hot and heavy, fast, maybe out of nowhere, but they're not grounded or stable. They're not generous, and they don't really have a lot to offer. In fact, I feel like for some of them, their dreams could be full of holes. Like they're always dreaming, but never doing anything about it. Like they talk good talk and their plans sound amazing. And then like 6 years down the road, you're like, yeah, you've been talking about the same dreams forever. When are you actually going to do something about it? It also does talk about possibly somebody who plays the field. Somebody who isn't necessarily ready to settle down. It's kind of like they come in with all this passion and they're like, right? But they're not grounded. They're not stable. They're really going nowhere. And they kind of are like, oh, well, I love you today. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe that person tomorrow. It just seems somebody who's playing the field. Or a dreamer that doesn't ever put anything into reality. What's the 5 of Cups? So the Five of Cups is being clarified by the Page of Wands, the Moon card, Pisces, Cancer, and the Six of Swords. I feel like what you were juggling between was this person, or it could be an energy that you were embodying. So be honest with yourself. Take it how it resonates. And some kind of pain, the Five of Cups. And what the Five of Cups is this passion, drive, desire, wanting to move forward into the unknown, follow the intuition, really take a deep dive into, I mean, it's really about moving through fear passionately. Like, I'm ready to move through this pain, this fear, this sorrow. I want to move through to the other side. Interesting. For some of you, you've given this person 3 chances. Or if it's your energy that you're embodying, it's like you've come up empty-handed every time. And it's like you have the possibility of giving more chances. It's, how do I explain that? It's like, when is it going to be bad enough that you're finally done? When are you going to finally realize that you deserve better? Or if you're the one embodying this energy, when are you finally going to realize that this isn't working for you? So I feel like this Page of Wands is some kind of, it's like it's got to break through to the fear in order to move through, to get through to you. There's something, for some of you, you came upon a secret of this person. For some of you, there could have been some kind of hidden secret that you're finding out. But I still feel like you need to push through. Maybe it's a fear of, I don't know what your fear is. And maybe on an intuitive level, you already knew, and the fear is finding out the truth. But I feel like you do find out. And I feel like that's when you're done. You're done. What is the... Well, I feel like the Hierophant is this commitment, but... Okay. So, clarifying the Hierophant, we have the Judgment card, which we're going to clarify here in a minute. Like I said, I feel like you surrendered and moved in a new direction. If you were in a union with this person, I definitely feel like it's come to an end, but I feel like you're more desiring to walk your temple path. With the Five of Wands, I feel like this is drama and chaos that ensues when you make a decision. Now, again, doesn't have to be married, could just be a long-standing union, could even be you making a decision to move onto a temple path, because if you've been the one sat in this energy, you're not on your temple path. I definitely feel like there is an emotional detachment and a moving away from something that you had been holding on to for a very, I don't know how long, but I'd say long enough. Okay. So the Judgment card is being clarified by the Four of Cups in the reverse. I don't feel like you are focused on the Three of Cups anymore. That heartache, I feel like you're done. You're done focusing on what didn't work out. I feel like you've been holding on to a narrative and you're finally allowing yourself to get a new perspective. Whatever the narrative was, whether it was in this favor or in your favor, I feel like you're finally letting it go, gaining a new perspective. And that in itself is life-changing. And I feel like it also allows you to see that you, in some essence, brought this into your reality. That there is something within you that called this into yourself. With the Temperance card, I definitely feel like divine timing is at play for a major shift and change taking place in your life, a transmutation, Scorpio energy. And I feel like that's the unexpected income coming in. Some kind of offer, job offer, a move, something that's going to allow you to, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn on the Ace of Pentacles with the Sun, Leo energy. Something that's going to bring in your ultimate happiness, your joy, your success. I don't feel like it's coming from another person. In fact, I feel like, I don't know why I just cleaned all those up, but that's okay. Let's get to the underlying. Again, we have the Angel of Love with the message, the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you've been strategizing for quite some time to get out of this situation, whatever this situation is. Take it how it resonates. It could be you stuck in this energy, or somebody you're dealing with. You could have had this higher level of commitment of being this person. Like, nope, this is who I am. This is just who I am. And you're finally emotionally detaching. But for a lot of you, this is a person with a higher, like in some kind of a relationship, if you will. So what you've been planning and plotting to move through has taken time. And again, with the Knight of Pentacles, it's the slowest moving knight in the deck. We have the Seven of Swords. That's you plotting and planning to Death card, transmute this situation, shift out of it, inevitably get to the World card, and gain a new perspective or perception. I feel like a new perspective and perception needed to be gained in order for this to shift anyway. Yes, finally. With the Seven of Swords, interesting, we have the Hermit in the reverse, the Knight of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. It almost feels like at some point you finally emerge from your winter, you're going in to gain a new perspective. The Hermit, I feel like, is you coming out of a spiritual awakening, following your heart with the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Wands, finally dropping the burden, the baggage, the chaos, the drama that could have been following you around for some time. Because again, whatever situation you find yourself in, you're part, if not all, to blame, right? Because you're creating from something within yourself. As within, so without. I mean, the world is just a reflection of you, or at least your general area is a reflection of you. The World card, yes, you finally are going to make it into a new cycle. The Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy, this is you creating, but it's taken some time, taken a long time, frankly. And I feel like you've been waiting. You've been waiting, and it's been very slow moving. It's like one step forward, two steps back at some. Oh, that's interesting. That card doesn't belong. Oh, that's that card. For some of you, this has taken a really long time. But I definitely feel like you're dropping the burdens. Also, the Ten of Swords, an old way of thinking or believing. Definitely a new cycle emerging for you. We have several cards, I think, that popped out for you for me to read. Let's see. I'm not gonna... Okay. All right. Let me read those fire signs. Connect to your higher self. Your higher self is concerned with the highest good and communicates through intuitive insight. Before taking action, ask yourself whether you're listening to your smaller self or your higher self. Ego, I'd rather say, than smaller self. Your smaller self might impulsively lead you down one path while your higher self has access to a better roadmap. It's the ego self. I don't know about the smaller self business, but whatever. Release someone else's energy. Number 55, you could be seeing fives a lot. It's a symbol of change. Holding another's energy and emotions might look like trying to manage, change, contain, or control them. When another person's energy overwhelms you, separate in a healthy way. If you're lost in someone else's energy, mindfully focus on a different topic. Spend time apart, perform a ritual, or release or speak to a caring counselor. There's many ways that you can be holding on to somebody's energy, and it's not them giving you their energy. It's you taking their energy is what it is. Overthinking about somebody obsessively, things like that can cause that. And again, trying to control, manipulate, get people to do what it is that you desire. is another way. So get curious about your psychic DNA. Your intuition is uniquely yours, yet partially inherited or influenced by your cultural background. A portion of your intuitive makeup may run through your distant bloodlines. Ancestral mystical gifts are working through you now. These psychic roots reach far beyond people who birthed or raised you and are more connected to your soul DNA. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't agree with all these cards or what all of them say. But that being said, that concludes the elemental reading. I cannot wait until Friday, where I do all signs readings. Also, make sure that you are keeping your eyes open for the March monthlies. They're starting to come out. So that being said, thank you all for joining me. Thank you for the questions. I don't see any super chats, so I'm going to go ahead and head out at this time. It's a reach to get to the camera. That's okay.